BLA. Welcome to the Los Angeles State Technical College Architecture and Environmental Design program. All about architecture professor. I recommend you that you first go to this welcome video that talks about the methodology, the system, the innovative solutions that we have generated for you. And even if you're just taking one class, get to know our school of thought, get to know what we have created for you. Go to Welcome BLA LATTC Architecture and Environmental Design Program. This will totally apply to this class, and it's very short but very informative. Website is our personal website where you can find all our courses, our syllabus, the school of thought, and so on. This is a lot of information, and I expect for you to be looking at these resources throughout the semester. Very important is that because of the creativity that we activate within yourself, it's important that you dedicate to us 10 hours per week. This is not about how can I do it faster to do all the work in a less amount of time. You have to dedicate the time because you're going to have to let us know what are you learning in those 10 hours. I promise you will have fun, feel nurtured, grow personally. And those 10 hours include the lecture, the discussion, the lab, and the homework. You will gain incredible skills that are in high demand. Architecture in other universities for transferability. This course will use sustainable strategies, meaning how does the built environment affect nature and how nature in return affects what we build. We also use very high-end tools and we explore architecture design solutions. Students work in our laboratory and we design how the space and the form affects our thinking, the places we heal, the places we learn. How are the space and forms shaped by our design operations and affected by nature demands affect what we do in that space. Very powerful. That's why you hire an architect. Another thing, methods, how do we, visual communication is very important. What are going to be the methods that you're going to present your idea? Many of our students enter competition and many of our designs actually end up built. As I told you in the welcoming previous video, we have real clients. Three things we're going to do in this class. We're going to learn the power of architecture design. We're going to build a integrity model. And then we're going to move conceptual design drawings for a stage into a design development and construction. And our client is Mike Stevenson. You'll learn who he is. And we're actually going to create a stage. We're going to call it BLA Kinematic Stage. I want you to watch this week about 5 hours or some of the TED Talks on the power of design with algorithm and how design affects our neighborhoods, what are our basically how architecture is a combination of art and engineering. How can we have spaces that are responsive to our senses, and even how architecture affects the way we heal. Magnificent TED Talks, and basically what do you do in this first week? Watch 1, 2, 3, 4 movies. It's up to you. As again, there's a lot of room for discovery. You might watch one movie and just learn everything about who Neri Oxman is and go to her website and spend your 5 hours just on Neri Oxman. Or you might want to watch 5 videos and tell us what you learn in each one. There's room for discovery and there's room for you to go and learn whatever you feel curious. Curiosity is where learning begins. So that's how we design our classes. So this semester, this first week, explore the power of architecture design through these TED Talks. Write a paragraph, 100 words, draw a sketch, inspire, and tell us next week why you like that video. You're going to spend this whole week. The lab is going to be open, and come and utilize our resources so you can embed yourself immediately into the. To even get your materials again, this probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We're going to build that integrity model because the integrity model is going to be the engineering and the architectural structure that we're going to utilize to design our kinetic stage. So even if you build one tensegrity, you can build two, three, four, five, even to this date. There's many modalities, there are many materials that you can use it. So I want you guys all, and you can work in teams, and you can start next week, but start getting your materials. The body and the mind needs time sometimes to assimilate these concepts that are very powerful. So start reading about it. Read about tensegrity for architecture. They have tensegrity for yoga, tensegrity for engineering. But yeah, and then here's how to build a tensegrity model. One of our students designed this YouTube, and you can start learning and reading about it. It's a perfect balance of tension and compression. It's what people are calling the God particle. You can find this particle in our human cells all the way to our galaxies. It's a system of order that architects and engineers have used for many years. And get ready for an awesome semester.